Hey guys, welcome to the 60-minute heart opening flow. Today we're going to be working with opening the whole front of the body. So really just creating space, opening up all through the front of the body. So if you're ready to get started, you can join me on your mat in Sukhasana, easy pose with your legs crossed. If your hips are feeling a little bit tight today, then just feel free to go and grab yourself a cushion or something to place underneath your bum, just to elevate your hips a little bit. And you can lift through your lower back, so really try to grow nice and tall through the lower back. Soften your shoulders down and just close down the eyes. And begin to bring all of your awareness and all of your focus down onto your mat. Feel the touch of your feet pressing down against the mat. Your ankles and the sides of your feet. Feel the weight of your thighs. The touch of your hands or wrists against your legs. And the length of your spine. Notice if you can grow a tiny bit taller through the crown of the head. Maybe you can begin to breathe a little bit more deeply. Just bringing all of your awareness and focus into the breath, into the body. Begin to breathe a little bit more deeply. Slowing the breath, breathing with more control. Very gently dropping chin to chest. And just taking a moment to set your intention for your practice. What is your reason for being on your mat today? Softly blinking your eyes open. And then gently inhale, reaching the arms up, sending your gaze up. And as you exhale, bring your right hand down to the ground and your left arm up and over for a side body stretch. Gently lean into your right hand as you reach with the left arm. Try to ground through that left thigh. Inhale, coming up to center reach. And then exhale, bring your left hand down to the mat and your right arm over. Hold and breathe as you reach over with the right arm. Inhale, coming up and center reach. And then exhale, gently take it forwards and down. Relax your head and neck. Wriggle your ankles out from underneath the shins if they are biting into the ground. And just soften a little bit in the hips here. Relax your neck. Breathe. Just notice what's going on in your hips here. How does your back feel? One more deep breath. Good job. Gently rolling it up. Rolling the shoulders back and down. And then making your way softly to tabletop. And we're going to get moving with some cat-cows. So start off by spreading the fingers nice and wide, index fingers to the top of the mat. Bringing your hands and wrists below your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're just going to start with dropping the belly and rounding the spine. So you're going to drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, lift your nose and inhale. Maybe you want to encourage your heart gently through your arms here. And as you exhale, softly round the spine, push with your hands and tuck your tailbone. Inhale, dropping your belly, arching, lifting the nose. Exhale as you round. Keep moving with your breath here, dropping your belly and arching as you inhale. Exhaling as you round. You don't have to be exactly in sync with me. Just make sure that you are pairing your breath and your movements. Last one, inhale, drop your belly, lift your nose. And exhale as you round. Good job. Coming to a flat back. Gently come down onto your forearms. We're coming into puppy pose. So wrists aligned with elbows, elbows aligned with shoulders. Keep your bum nice and high in the air, so we're not dropping into child's pose where your hips are back on your heels. You're keeping your hips up in the air, forearms down, and allowing your heart to melt down between your shoulders. You can release your forehead onto the mat here. Breathe nice and deeply. And just allow your chest, your heart, your upper back, your shoulders to all just melt open here. Breathing slow and deep for another 5. Just acknowledge what's going on for you. 4. 3. Notice if you can soften it a little bit more. 2. 1. Good job, guys. Gazing forwards as you inhale. And then gently exhale onto the belly, coming into Sphinx pose. So elbows come below your shoulders. Push your hips down gently into the mat. Push the tops of the legs down into the mat. Roll your shoulders back and away from your ears and push away from the ground with the elbows. So try not to just be relaxed and hanging in your shoulders here, but rather to activate and push away from the floor using the elbows. And then you're going to gently pull your elbows into your body as if you're trying to drag yourself across the floor or the mat. So beginning to squeeze the shoulder blades together, pushing down through your hip bones, pushing down through the upper thighs, and trying to grow through the crown of the head. Really activating the whole back of your body here. For another 3, keep pushing and pulling those elbows into your body. For another 2. 1. Good job. Gentle release. Bring your hands to your rib cage. We're going into baby cobra. Inhale 1/3 of the way up. So just lifting your heart off of the mat. Pull the elbows into the body, shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale as you release. 2 more. Inhale, baby cobra. Activate. You should be able to keep yourself where you are without using your hands. And release. Last one. Inhale, baby cobra. This time, exhale, come up to tabletop, and then gently back to seated on the heels. So knees should be about hip distance. This is called hero pose. Knees are hip distance. If you're feeling major discomfort in your knees or your feet, please feel free to just grab yourself a cushion or something to place between your legs and to sit on that. Otherwise, if you're okay here, then just lifting through the crown of the head, rolling the shoulders back. We're going to inhale, reach it up, send the gaze up. A little bit of an arch in the back here. Exhale, bring your left hand down to the ground and then push your hips up. Make an okay sign with your fingers and reach your arm gently back, gaze to the thumbs. And we're going to take it to the other side, so slowly coming down. Inhale, plant the right hand, lift the hips. Okay sign with the left hand, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale down to the other side, left hand down, right arm up. Push the hips up, open the chest. One more time, gentle release of your hips. Right hand comes down to the ground. Left arm reaches up and over. Push your hips up. Breathe. Gentle release. So it's very normal if you were super tight in your quads there because we're still warming up. So just be mindful, be present with it. It's okay. Doesn't matter where we start. Remember, it's just the place where we begin. You're going to slowly make your way back into tabletop, taking a nice deep breath in here. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, make your way into plank. Push away from the ground with the hands, push back to the heels, pull your kneecaps up and in. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, send your hips up and back for downward dog. Feet are hip distance apart. And just take a moment here to very gently pedal your feet as you encourage your calves, your ankles, and the backs of your thighs to just open up a little bit here. Stay present with your breath. Maybe you want to lift your feet and give your ankles a few circles. Spread and crunch the toes a few times. Make sure that you stay connected to the breath. Just checking in, tuning in, loosening up a little bit here. Take a nice slow deep breath in. And as you exhale, take a nice slow walk to the front of the mat. So really take your time here. You're welcome to come off of the hands if you need to. Do what feels right for you. If you can make it to the front of the mat with your hands flat on the ground, that's awesome. That means you've got nice open hamstrings. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart, head and neck completely relaxed, folding forwards, keeping your weight to the balls of your feet. Give your head a little bit of a shake here. Yes and no. Give your shoulders a few gentle shrugs. Spread your toes. Nice deep breaths. And on your next inhale, come all the way up, reaching through your arms. As you exhale, send your hips forwards and your thumbs back. Very little back bend here. Inhale as you come back up to center, reach through the arms. Exhale, hips forwards, thumbs back. One more, inhale, up and center, reach. Exhale, hips forwards, thumbs back. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, gently fold it forwards. Squatting down, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. So sit into your heels, reaching the arms up. Imagine you're holding a big beach ball between your arms. Try to elongate the tailbone, pointing it down towards the ground. So no, not back. So try not to arch the hips or arch the lower back. And try not to tuck under, but rather just to elongate and send the tailbone directly down. Draw the belly button in here. See if you can sit into your heels. Slowly breath in. You've got this. Exhale, folding it forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins or your thighs. Shoulders back, flat back. You can keep the knees a bit bent if you need to here. Exhale, fold it forwards and gently step your right foot back, coming into low lunge. So just hang out here for a moment. Get comfortable on your feet. Make sure that your feet are on 2 train tracks, so not directly behind each other. Push actively back through your right heel and lunge into that left leg. So really activate your legs, pushing through both of your feet. Just acknowledge and notice what's going on for you here. And then, if possible, see if you can lift your fingertips off of the ground just to hover. So nice long neck, no broken neck. Long neck, roll the shoulders back, push through the back heel, activate that front quad. Holding for another 3, you've got this. 2, 1, good job. Bring the fingertips down, releasing your right knee. Inhale, send the hips forwards, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana crescent moon. Exhale as you fold it forwards. Plant the right hand, inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, fold it forwards. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale gently down to the belly with control. Baby cobra, inhale. Exhale as you release, so really activating the back here. Push into your hips. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull the body up, using the back muscles. And release. 2 more, inhale up. Exhale down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale down. This time, lift your hands off of the ground, going into Shalabhasana, locust pose. Inhale, lift your heart, squeeze the shoulder blades. Hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, keep lifting. 1, good job. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. Just take a moment to relax and breathe. You can rock your hips gently if you like. Just reconnect with your breath here. Reconnect with your intention. Gently lifting your head. Inhale, lift the heart, Shalabhasana. Exhale to release down. We're going for 4 more of those. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Good job, guys. Hands come to your rib cage. Inhale, up cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Hips up and back into your inverted V. Feet hip distance apart. Nice elongated spine. If you need to bend the knees here because the hammies are super tight, by all means, please do so. Dropping your heels comes with time. If you're comfortable with dropping your heels, that's awesome. Just make sure that you're not rounding in the back. Try to really send the tailbone up and back and relax your neck. Take a slow, deep breath in. On your exhale, take a slow walk to the front of the mat. Take your time. Feel free to come off of your hands if you need to. We'll meet in a forward fold. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart, head and neck completely relaxed. If you can, bring your hands flat onto the ground, knees bent, belly onto your thighs. Relax your head and neck. On your next inhale, come all the way up, reach through your arms. Exhale, send your hips forwards and your thumbs back. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, gentle fold forwards. Inhale, Utkatasana, squat. Hold your big beach ball between your arms. Sit into your heels. Draw the belly button in. Exhale as you fold it forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins or your thighs. Shoulders back, belly button in, long neck. And exhale as you fold, this time stepping your left foot back into low lunge. Keeping the knee off of the ground. Activate that back leg. So push through your left heel. Lunge into your right leg. So if you can, try and get it to a 90-degree angle. If this is super tough, feel free to use some yoga blocks or something to just support you. Maybe you can hold onto a chair if you don't have blocks, something nearby. Or you can always release the knee. Otherwise, pushing through the back leg, see if you can activate your legs and come off of the fingertips. Roll the shoulders back, draw the belly button in. Nice long neck here. Breathe for 3. You've got this. 2, feel those quads working. 1, beautiful, gentle release of your hands, releasing the left knee down. Push your hips and your groin forwards. Inhale, come all the way up, Anjaneyasana, crescent moon. Exhale as you bring your left hand down and your right arm up, gentle twist. Inhale. Exhale, softly fold, planting the hands. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale down to your belly. Roll the shoulders back. Push into the tops of your feet. Inhale, upward dog. Release your knees, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward dog. Hang out here, take a few deep breaths. Inhaling, right leg lifts, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, step your right foot forwards, low lunge. Come off the fingertips, inhale. Soft shoulders as you exhale. Inhale, coming up, high crescent lunge. Hold and breathe here. If you need to be near a wall, please stabilize yourself. You're more than welcome to. Otherwise, see if you can draw the thumbs back a little bit here. Opening the heart. Keep pushing through the back leg. Soft shoulders. Find a mark on the ceiling if you can. Open the chest as much as possible. Breathing for another 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Gently bring your left hand down to the ground. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, releasing your left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, crescent moon. You can release the toes if you like. Hold and breathe here. Try to really push through your tailbone. Make sure that your knee is not rolling in or out. Keep this front knee aligned with your hip. Keep both hips aligned with the front of the mat. Push gently down into your left knee, pushing your groin to the front of the mat. And then you can slowly bring your arms down and behind your back. Connect your fingers, except your index fingers. Roll the shoulders back and gently pull the arms back and down. Holding here for 5, you've got this. 4, really open through the chest. 3, 2, breathing deeply. 1. Good job, guys. Gentle release of the arms. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold it forwards. Inhale, half splits. Begin to straighten the front leg. Don't yank it straight. Move towards straightening. That doesn't mean you're going to get it straight. It means that you're working towards getting it straight. So maybe you're over here and your knee is bent. As long as your back is nice and flat, then you're doing perfectly. Maybe you've got your legs straight. Maybe you can even flex your toes towards your shin. Maybe not, doesn't matter. And then very slowly coming forwards, bring your arms to the inside edge of your right toe, your right leg. Turn your right toes away from you. And then gently encourage your hips forward. So lizard lunge, hanging out here for 3. Really push through with the groin. Nice long back, long spine. 2. 1. Good job. Maybe you can bend your left knee here and encourage your hips further down. So keep pushing down. Notice if your bum hiked up as you did that. If it did, don't worry. It'll come with time. Keep pulling your heel to your bum. Maybe this is where you hang out in an active stretch. Maybe you can backstroke your right arm, take a hold of your left foot, and push your hips gently forwards, opening the heart. Maybe not. Maybe you've got a strap or something that you can place over your foot and help you to get that extra length for now. Breathing here for another 3. Try to open the heart. 2. 1. Good job, guys. Gentle release. Don't slingshot the foot. Planting your hands. Inhale, step back to plank with control. Exhale down to the belly. Cobra to inhale, shoulders back, elbows in. Exhale to release. Savasana, hands off of the ground, heart off the ground. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Release the hands. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Hang out in downward dog. Catch your breath. Tune in, connect. Make sure your fingers are nice and wide. Press into all 10 knuckles in the hands. Make sure that your fingers are pointing to the front of your mat. Spread your shoulder blades. Create some space between your ears and your shoulders. Elongate your spine, even if that means bending your knees. And see if you can draw the belly button in. On your next inhale, lift your left leg all the way up, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, step your left foot forwards for low lunge. Slowly come off of your fingertips. Hold, take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Good job, guys. Inhale, coming all the way up, high crescent lunge. Soften and hang out here for a moment. Make sure you're stable on your feet. See if you can draw the thumbs back. Maybe you can open your heart, push actively through the back leg. Keep the lunge into your front leg. Breathe, you've got this. 1 more breath. Gently bringing your right hand down towards the ground. Left arm reaches. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release your right knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. You can untuck the toes if you like. Send the hips forwards and the thumbs back. Take a moment to just check in with your form here. Knee aligned with hip. Right hip and left hip both pointing forwards. So don't allow your bum to pop out to the side, but rather keep your hips aligned. Push actively down into your right knee, encouraging the tailbone under and through. Keep your heart up. So remember, we're creating space through the front of our body, and then arms reach. Keep a nice long neck, so actively lengthening through the back of your neck, not snapping your head back. Slow deep breath in. And as you exhale, release your arms down and behind your back. Connect all your fingers except your index fingers. Roll the shoulders back and gently pull the hands down. Opening your chest here for another 4. Breathe deep. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Gentle release of your hands. Inhale to reach it up. Exhale, fold it forwards into half splits. Inhale, begin to straighten the front leg. Remember, you might not get it straight. That's absolutely fine. See if you can flex your toes towards your shin. Make sure your hips are square. Maybe your knee is bent here. That's absolutely fine. Breathe wherever you're at. Maybe you can bow, maybe you can't. Irrelevant. As long as you're getting a nice hamstring stretch, then you're doing perfectly okay. One more deep breath here. You've got this. Good job, guys. Gently coming forwards. Bringing your hands to the inside edge of your left leg. Heel toe your left foot to the outside edge of your mat, toes turned out. Tuck your tailbone under, send your groin towards the front of the mat, lizard lunge. Hang out and breathe here. Actively pushing your hips forwards, lengthening the spine. You will have naturally more open or more flexible sides. So if this is your tightest side, just be present with that. Cool, maybe the other side was your tightest side. Doesn't matter. Just be very present with that. Acknowledge it. Maybe you can begin to bend the left knee, the right knee, encouraging your right hip flexor down. Hang out here. Maybe you can plant your right hand and reach your left arm back, taking a hold of the right foot, and then encouraging your hips forwards again as you open your chest. Maybe not. Maybe you need to use a strap or a towel here around the foot, and then you can open. Maybe you can't get there yet. That's cool. Maybe you just keep your foot actively lifted and reaching back. Either way, make sure you're feeling a nice stretch through this front hip flexor and through your left hip, your right hip flexor and your left hip. Try to open the chest if you can. So if you have got your foot and you're here, see if you can open the chest and breathe. For another 3, you've got this. 2, 1. Good job. Very gentle release of the foot. Please don't slingshot your leg. Actively releasing the leg. Planting your hands. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, release your knees. Come to seated on your heels. Hero pose. Alrighty. Take a moment here. Rock it out very gently side to side. Notice how your body feels. Feel free to grab your cushion if you need it for underneath your bum. See if you can lift up through the crown of the head, roll the shoulders back. Thinking about opening the whole front of the body. So inhale, reach it up. Send your gaze up, little arch at the back if you like. Exhale, bringing your left hand down to the ground behind you. Inhale, push your hips up to the ceiling, arching the back, make an okay sign with the hand, and then reach your fingers up and overhead as you gaze back. Gentle release of your hips. We're going to take it over to the other side. Bring your right hand down to the ground, push the hips up, okay with the left hand, and gaze to the thumbs. Gentle release. Over to the other side, left hand comes down, hips reach up, gaze to your fingers. One more time on the other side. Right hand comes down to the ground. Hips push up. Gaze to the fingers. Gentle release. Good job, guys. Alrighty, we're going to open the quads a little bit more, and then we're going to go into Camel Pose or Ustrasana. So you're going to lean into your right foot and extend your right leg straight. Sorry, lean into your left foot and extend your right leg straight. If you can, come to seated onto your right bum cheek and just bring your left foot to the outside of your left bum cheek, hip. If you need to, please feel free to grab a cushion or something just to elevate your right hip here. So you just place it underneath your right bum cheek if you feel really, really uncomfortable. If you're okay, then awesome. We're going to continue. So you're going to roll your thighs towards the midline here. So don't allow your one leg to flop out to the side and for you to begin leaning to the side. Try to keep yourself aligned towards the midline, rolling the thighs inwards and lifting through the lower back. From here, you're going to bring your arms gently behind your back, bringing your hands down to the ground facing the toes. And you're going to gently push down into your left knee and your left shin, encouraging a stretch through the front of your thigh. Maybe you're okay here and you're not feeling too much of a stretch, in which case you can come down onto your forearms. Again, here, push actively down into your shin and your knee. So encouraging this hip flexor up, getting a stretch through the front of the thigh, rolling your right thigh in, opening your chest. You can gaze up at the ceiling and breathe. So this is called Reclined Half Hero. If you are okay here, only if you are okay and there's no major discomfort in the knee, because we don't want to cause any trouble with the knees or the ankles, then you can gently slide your elbows towards your bum and maybe come down onto your back. Make sure that you're not on top of plants like I am or on a wall. So please don't whack your head against a wall or anything behind you. Be very mindful when moving on your mat. Push down into that right knee and the left knee and the left shin. Breathing nice and deeply here. Rolling your right thigh in. You don't have to be down on your back. You can be on your forearms. Just stay present and aware. If you're on your back, gently push into the elbows, come up onto the forearms. Keep pushing down into your left knee and left shin. If you're okay, gently push back up onto your hands. Take it nice and slow. Softly come up to seated onto your bum cheek. And then gently lean to the right and softly release your left leg. So take a moment here, roll out your ankles. You can lean back and just get a bit of a rock in your hips if you like, whatever feels right for you. Maybe that was super hectic for you. Maybe not so much. Maybe it was super easy, then that's awesome. Cool. We're going to take it to the other side. So first things first, come to seated on your seat bones. So pull your flesh out from under you. Make sure you're sitting on your seat bones, not on your lower back. Okay? Lift. Lift up and out of your back. Lean to the left this time. Bring your right foot down next to your right bum cheek. You can stick your thumb into your calf if you like and just pull your calf out the way. If you need to, remember you're welcome to grab a cushion and place it underneath your bum on the left side. And then lift up through the lower back. Take a moment here. Roll your left thigh in, your right thigh in towards the midline. Make sure you're not flopping or rolling over to the left. Stay up and center. Gently bring your hands behind your back. Start to push down into your right knee and your right shin. So actively encouraging a stretch through that thigh. If you are okay here, make sure that you're not too close to a wall or anything. So maybe you need to shimmy down your mat a little bit. If you're okay here, come down onto the forearms. Again, actively pushing down into your knee and your shin. Maybe you want to gaze up at the ceiling, opening the chest. Breathe. If you are okay here, you can slide your elbows down, come onto your back. Keep actively pushing down into your right knee and your right shin. Keep rolling the left thigh in, breathing nice and deeply. Sorry, having a little bit of a moment with my plant here. Breathe. My beautiful plants. One more deep breath. Try to really just soften the body if you're on your back. If you're not on your back, stay on your elbows or on your forearms, but try to soften the body whilst you encourage your right knee and shin down. So you're still encouraging an active stretch through the front of your right hip flexor and your right quad. If you're on your back, push into your elbows and slowly come up onto the forearms. Push down into the right knee and shin again. If you're on your forearms, which we all should be now, then gently push up onto your hands. Again, push down into your right knee and shin. Come up to seated onto the bum, or onto the seat bones rather. So lifting through your lower back. You're going to feel this in your hip a little bit, most probably in your knee as well. That's okay, as long as there's no major discomfort. A little bit of discomfort, it's not bad. Nothing wrong with that. Good job, guys. Gently lean to the left, releasing your right foot. And then just give your ankles and your knees a few rollouts. If you feel the need, lean back and just rock the hips out a little bit, rolling the knees side to side. Cool. We are going to do Ustrasana or Camel Pose. It's quite a hectic back bend. I'm going to take you through the first variation of it. Please take it nice and easy. Listen to your body. So you're going to cross your legs, roll over your feet, and make your way to kneeling into hero pose. So knees need to be hip distance apart here. If your knees are taking strain as you sit on the floor right now, please go and grab yourself a blanket or a cushion and just place it underneath your knees. You can also just double up your mat by folding it over, giving yourself some extra padding if you need it. Okay, so just setting yourself up for success to start. Knees are hip distance apart. You're going to come up onto your knees and you're going to tuck your toes under. All right, so as we explained, back bending is not about crunching into your back. It is about creating space through the front of your body. So from here, we're going to bring our hands onto our lower back. You're going to roll the shoulders back and gently squeeze the elbows together behind your back. You're going to encourage your hips forwards, 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 forwards. So this is where we start to open the front of our bodies. So you're really pushing through the hips. You're pushing, maybe encouraging with your hands into the lower back here. You're not forcing the hands forwards. Think about lifting through your lower back. So your hands are on your lower back, but you've got this lifting and pushing. Okay. So lifting up and forwards through the hips. Think about lifting up from your thighs, encouraging your hips and your thighs forwards. Maybe this is where you hang out today. Maybe you can roll the shoulders back and gaze up at the ceiling. This is your first variation. Keep pushing through with the hips. If you feel a little bit strained, maybe you just untuck the toes, sit back onto your heels, release, and just gently rock it out in child's pose. Please be careful or take it slow when you move from camel into child's pose, because camel is a hectic back bend. So you are going to feel it when you fold forwards into child's pose. It's very normal to feel that in your back. So just move very slowly and mindfully and allow your back to open up the other way now, right? Alrighty, so if you're okay, coming up to kneeling, maybe you call it a day there, maybe you want to go a little bit further. If you want to go a little bit further, you're coming up onto your knees, tucking the toes under, hands onto the lower back, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows behind the back, encourage the hips forwards and up, gazing up. Bring your hands onto your hips. Try and push your hands forwards with your hips. Bring your hands onto your rib cage. Try to push your ribs into your hands, opening the ribs. Bring your hands into prayer above the head. Maybe this is where you hang out gazing up at your thumbs. Maybe you come back down into child's pose here. Maybe you can reach one arm down onto your heel. Keep pushing your hips forwards and up. Make an okay sign with your other hand, gazing up towards the thumbs. Breathe. Keep pushing forward and up, lifting your heart to the ceiling. Gently bring your hands back together above your head. Tuck the toes, or untuck the toes rather. Sit back onto your heels, hands together in prayer at the chest. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly fold it forwards. Rock it out gently in child's pose. You're going to feel this. It's very normal. Breathe. Alrighty. Remember, if you did one side, you need to do the other side. So we're going to be working with the other side now. Whichever side you did, you're going to be working with the other side. So gently come up onto your knees. Align your knees again. Tuck your toes. Hands onto your lower back. Roll the shoulders back. Squeeze the elbows. Push your hips forwards. Gazing up, open the chest. From here, bring your hands onto your hips. Push the hips forwards. From here, onto your rib cage. Push your rib cage forwards and open. From here, hands together in prayer at the chest, or rather above your head, gazing up at your thumbs. Bring your other arm, so whichever arm you didn't do, down onto your heel. Make an okay sign with your arm that is extended up above your head, and gently draw the thumbs back, or the thumb back, gazing up. Keep pushing your hips forwards, lifting your heart up. Breathe. Good job. Gentle release of the heel. Hands come to prayer above the head. Untuck the toes, hands together in prayer at the chest. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, gently folded forwards into child's pose. Bringing your hands underneath the forehead if you like. Just rocking your hips gently from side to side. Breathe. Honor your intention, whatever your reason was for being on your mat this morning. Just acknowledge that choice, or this evening. Cut. Breathe. Just honor and acknowledge whatever it is you're feeling in your body. Gently coming up. Swing your legs softly to one side. Extend your legs, coming down your mat. Very gently roll it down onto your back. Bring your knees up to your heart. Give your ankles a few big circles. Give yourself a nice big hug. Just acknowledge yourself for choosing to come onto your mat today. Releasing your head and neck down. Releasing the soles of your feet down onto the mat. You can bring your feet to about mat distance here. And then just very gently dropping your knees to the right. Just encouraging a little bit more of a hip stretch and a back stretch here. And then over to the left. And then gently windscreen wipering your knees left and right. Breathing nice and deeply. Come to stillness at center. Bring your right knee into your chest. Take a hold of the knee and gently extend the left leg straight. Keep your lower back grounded. You can give your right ankle a few more circles here if you like. Maybe spread and crunch your toes a few times. Bring your left knee up into your chest. Take a hold of your left knee with both hands. Hug that snug to your chest and extend your right leg down. Keep your lower back grounded and maybe give your ankle a few circles here. Good job, guys. Gentle release of your left leg. Legs a little bit apart. Savasana. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath your back. Palms face up to the ceiling as a sign of being open to giving and receiving. Feel free to grab yourself a blanket or a jersey if you tend to get a bit chilly. Close down the eyes. And just allow your entire body to completely relax. Relaxing all the muscles of the face. Relaxing your neck and your shoulders. Allowing the arms and hands to become heavy and relaxed. Letting go in your back, your hips, your legs, and your feet. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your belly. Just turning the gaze inwards for a moment as you anchor into stillness, quiet and calm. Softly wriggling your fingers and your toes, stirring your body awake. Gently bending your knees. Rolling over to whichever side feels best for you. Taking a moment there. You can use your arm as a pillow. And then very softly making your way up to seated. Legs crossed. Hands together in prayer at the chest, eyes closed. Take a nice slow deep breath in. Big sigh out of the mouth, let it go. Good job, bowing your head to your heart. Take a moment to honor your intention, your reason for being on your mat today. Honor and acknowledge yourself for your choice to be here today. And take a moment to just say something kind and loving towards yourself, an I am statement. Maybe let it be something you haven't said to yourself in a while, like I am beautiful, or I am intelligent, or I am valuable, I am enough. And just choose to use that beautiful, encouraging statement throughout the day, the evening, the rest of your week. Namaste.